The UNI women's basketball team remained undefeated at home this season with 2 more conference wins. Today, we cover what's keeping UNI in the top half of the conference standings. We spotlight UNI's leading scorer, Karli Rucker. We look at sharpshooter Trae Berhow and how he's keeping the men at the top of the Valley standings. We show you the impact of scholarships on 2 UNI athletes, Sammey Bunch and Katie Taylor. And we get an update on UNI wrestling.